The first bug that we found is the Non-Existent Consumables bug. This is a C-type general bug. After crafting consumable items, they do not appear in your inventory. You can still use the consumable items you've crafted while crafting other items, you just can't see them in your inventory. This bug happens every time you open your inventory and navigate to the Consumables tab. The second bug we found is the Disappearing Items bug. This is a B-type severe bug. When the player enters the boss room for the Black Crabbeth, all of their items disappear from their inventory. Though the player's items do disappear, the boss can still be beaten using a sword found in the boss room, so progression of the game is not halted. This bug happens every time the player enters the Black Crabbeth boss room. The third bug we found is the Shadow bug. This is a E-type cosmetic bug. When nearing the town, an area to the left has some rocks that the shadow of the player is projected on, though the shadows appear unnatural. This issue is visual and does not affect gameplay. This happens every time the player gets close to this set of rocks. The fourth bug that we found is the Waterfall Collider bug. This is a E-type cosmetic bug. The waterfall in the center of the village has a collider that is larger than the waterfall mesh, so when the player walks on top of it, it makes the player character look like it's floating. This bug is visual and does not affect gameplay, and this happens every time the player walks on the waterfall. The fifth bug that we found is the Missing Environment Colliders bug. This is a E-type cosmetic bug. Some of the environment details don't have colliders attached to them, such as the purple clams, yellow coral, and seaweed, which causes clipping when the player walks over them. This is a visual bug and does not affect gameplay, and this happens every time you walk over any of these items throughout the map. The sixth bug that we found is the Sound Disturbances bug. This is a C-type general bug. Occasionally, the background music that plays during exploration around the map will abruptly cut out and resume a few seconds later. This does not affect gameplay, only the game's audio, but it does break the immersion of the game. This issue persisted throughout one of our testers' entire playtesting session. Here's an example of this bug. The seventh bug we found is the Edge of the World bug. This is a B-type severe bug. There's an area of the map where the player can jump over the environmental assets and manage to fall off the edge of the map. Once a player falls off the map, they will continue to fall until resetting the game, causing them to lose all progression. This bug can be repeated anytime the player finds this area and walks off the edge of the map. The eighth bug that we found is the Continue Button Highlight Glitch bug. This is a D-type minor bug. When a player clicks the Continue button without an existing save file, the menu buttons lose their hover highlight effect. The buttons remain functional, but no longer visually highlight when hovered over. This corrects once the player clicks off of the menu and then moves the cursor back over the buttons to restore the highlight effect. This bug does not stop gameplay, but does reduce UI feedback and overall polish. This bug occurs every time the player clicks the Continue button without having an existing save file on the main menu.